Welcome back to Freak Games. I'm your host, Freak Delicious, Freaky Deek. So another person's got into Tartarus. Apparently, I know, crazy, right? A lot of people going to Tartarus. Alright. Yes. Of course you do. 58. I'm gonna start from here. And we just gonna go all the way up to 16. A lot of people, like I said, is because and NCC 3. So it's easier than 58 or 59. That's nice. That's what I want. I want to explore Tartarus all over again. I gotta do that. Me, y'all probably see us now, but I want this to be great. So even though I think there's some homework that needs to be done, but it probably won't be long.
There are 3 enemies. Be careful. It seems Hama skills work. There are 3 enemies left. Defeated. Well done. Persona! Another enemy defeated.
He's improved.
That's where this put so many times. Like, I just need to hurry up and get what I can get this. Sucker. Quicker than that. But don't taste it. Right. You ain't catching me. Run, y'all. Run.
There are 3 It's weak as a...
Alright, keep go. Take it away.
There are 3 enemies left!
Here's a charity. The enemy, your buddy, covers all society. Long as not here, gonna fight. Right here, shadow 10 o'clock direction. This is story. No motion. Get out now and get on the ride. Round up around, get out. Persona! Like a roll. Watch out the motion. Here's our chance. Round up, don't ease the pace. I won't lose. You're the only one. But the battle goes on. I've been waiting for this.
We're not at the floor yet. That's crazy. Yes, I got it. You know, ain't much. Now at this point, we just avoid shadows. Tires.
There's one enemy. It has multiple weak...
Let's just try to get this one. Go, girl. I know you see her. Taking up the day. We got time for this. We ain't got no time for this. We gotta hurry You never split up. Okay, we got 2 more floors. Investigate.
A surprise attack! There's only one! Give me a sec. I'll scan the target. Please, be careful.
Very good. Weakness.
Only one enemy enemy
What's
left.
the weakness?
It seems strong against strikes.
Well, no weakness. What the hell? No, we're not.
There's someone on.
Okay. It had to be one. Really, it had to be one. It had to be one. That's a ball. Last shot was one less, so thank God.
A surprise attack! There's only one!
We don't have time for it. We do not. Any enemy that has no weakness, we have no time for it. Especially if it's grounded, that's one thing. We not grounded. We're trying to get somebody. Let's stay here. Stay over here. No, we going home. Shoot. Hold up. Before we do that. Let's see. What was it? Drain 9, Drain 10. Well, we have a few more days, and you might as well just play through. Before we're almost done. Let's give it everything we got. Of course, baby girl. After this, let's celebrate. That is all over. Let's celebrate. Tell you, Gary. Why is we always back in the school rooftop? Hey, do you remember when those guys stole my wallet? Oh no, you mean when I came and beat on them? Yeah, what about it? Let's try again. Yeah, but they was going to kill them and they was going to kill them today. I never told you this. I bet she was, and she was from the You know you do. So it's me.
Where have you been?
Oh, there we go. I can't go to Titus. This day yesterday, Akiko, you did good, but. I didn't lose today. It's hard. But it is, kid. Well, I was looking. I'd use that. Oh wow. So this time we gonna sit with the sad man. Use our help. Try time.
I've never felt like so miserable. I've never felt like thinking this will last forever.
Here comes the Samus. Yeah. I really got so angry last night. So I went to sleep. I thought it was fast. So I was trying to sleep because my illness works. I won't improve. I keep taking chances though. Coming to see me, I take a lot of time. How much value time do you have? Say, respond me, I'm free. It's so beautiful. And this song is just so sad. Sorry, seriously. Word. Let's be able to speak here. Okay, sometime.
Welcome back.
Baby girl, I know I'm the leader of the squad. Oh, no,
So dance, while I put you in a trance. Let's
okay,
party.
he wants to go walkie, so we going walkie. We can. Oh, you curry. Baby girl, you curry. I'll let you curry, but I ain't gonna trade anything for it. I think you That's what she said. I bet you're having fun. Okay, so it seems like we can, you got it. morning. Or tomorrow today. I'm ready. Good. I'm positive showers will appear tomorrow. Straight up. Up to something as well. Anyways, please be prepared. Oh, y'all gonna love Strager. Y'all gonna love Strager, trust me. Y'all gonna love him. I beat Steve also. Oh wow. Thank you. Hey, bro. I'm not gonna say it, but y'all know.
So meant to love all. I never felt like thinking this will last forever. Don't just with me.
Yo, let's go to. I want to try.
Gotta tell now you can all over me.
It's good.
When stars smile and more, wonder how can your rise? Just dial in your mind now. Feeling to place the last two. We're in the house, moves reaching stars. If you hold me tight, feeling happy, so close, really slide.
Well, tomorrow will be our last operation.
Yeah. We've been through a lot this last 6 months, don't you think? It sure was.
Well, it was a lot better than doing nothing, right? Besides, we made some new friends.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, it's all been worth it if you ask me. It's been 2.5 years since I got this power. And you don't hear me complaining.
Sonata-san. Don't forget, we got to meet Koro-chan too.
Oh yeah.
In any case, 2.5 years is a long time, right, Akihiko-senpai? Oh wait, it's been even longer for Aigis, hasn't it?
I was asleep for much of the time, so I have not been in operation for very long.
How about you, Mitsuru-senpai? You started before Akihiko-san, right?
Me? Yes. It was just me at first. Of course, back then, C's didn't exist. And this was just a regular dorm.
Did the chairman recruit you?
No. I've been aware of the Dark Hour since I was a child. One time, my father's research team was attacked by shadows. That's when I awakened to my persona.
That's what happened?
It seems I was the first. If that had never happened, perhaps none of you would have to bear this terrible burden.
Senpai.
It would have happened to someone eventually. Besides, the enemy can't just be ignored.
I suppose that's true.
And we bond C's. We bond. Okay.
Tomorrow is a big day, so make sure you get your rest.
This is not over. The reason I'm saying this is because if it was over, you would have a lot more arcana. Anybody who played Persona knows exactly what I'm talking about. We would have, the fool would have been maxed out. And we had to judge. So even though it's probably over for them, the game ain't over. First time going to see the judge, this gonna be a breeze. Okay, you know what I mean? Got a big day tomorrow, so I'm gonna get plenty of sleep. We gonna have no days like this again. It's a big day tomorrow, y'all. Wow, we didn't go to school. Oh, you probably did.
I found it. It's currently at the south end of the Moonlight Bridge, the 12th and final shadow.
This is it.
And as we expected, There are 2 Persona users nearby. Strega.
They know this is their last chance. Even though we were expecting this, we should still be careful.
Those bastards.
Saves us the trouble of looking for him.
You've all done a fine job up to this point. This will be our last operation. Let's all come back safely.
Right.
Sure thing. Of course.
Where's Akihiko? Oh, there he is. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Alright. This is it.
You know the significance of today, do you not? You claim you hunt the shadows to prevent the disaster they bring, yet countless lives are lost each day without their intervention. The power we wield is not itself evil. You cannot deny that, so why don't you just admit it? You do not wish to eliminate the Dark Hour. You are merely deceiving yourselves.
I mean, within the effects, we are.
Look within yourselves, and you shall see.
I have multiple
You
cells.
are indeed foolish children. Erasing the Dark Hour is the same as erasing yourselves. Is even that beyond your comprehension? As I believed, our goals are irreconcilable, Jin.
Forget these maggots.
Fate shall decide who will prevail. Come.
These 2 are serious. Fight hard.
No.
I summon thee!
I won't lose. Now you shall be judged. Silence these
Yeah, keep going.
There's no cure for stupidity.
I summon thee!
So Straker is not hard, believe it or not. I mean, Takaya.
I've regained my honor.
We gonna play with this a little bit.
Persona!
It appears you have more than just luck on your side. So be it.
Oh wow!
Out of my way.
Nice too.
Playtime's over, kids. It's time. Die!
Fight hard!
How disgraceful.
Superhuman. Me, I need to heal something.
Hang in
Yeah, strangely enough, fights I might have in this game.
Persona!
Not bad, I can keep going. It's late now.
I never imagined that your power would rival ours. Astonishing. Perhaps I misjudged yours.
I mean,
It's my turn!
I should know what's going.
How disgraceful.
I can keep going.
Hang in
Don't overdo it.
Oh, you're gonna pay for this! Die! Persona!
How disgraceful.
Alright, you got it. Alright. I can go for both the attacks.
I summon thee!
Shoot, it looked like they playing music and
I won't lose. So, this is the power of those whose persona awakened naturally.
I suck. I'll take it.
Obey my command!
Guys,
This can't be.
the way you died. No, I can go. That's all.
Persona! Shit! These guys are tougher than I thought. It's my turn! Son of a bitch!
Okay, we leveled up. And I even leveled up. And Chidori. Well, we're not gonna talk about this.
Damn it! Is their power that different than ours?
Different.
For us, it's not that simple. It has to be forced out. Didn't your pal tell you?
So it was you who was giving Shinji those pills.
You guys don't have the slightest clue what will happen if the Dark Hour disappears, do you? It won't matter for normal people, since they don't remember anything anyway. But for us...
Huh?
That's enough. Now then. Ordinarily we'd withdraw, but not tonight. This body, as ephemeral as it is worthless without my power. Therefore, only one choice remains.
Takaya!
What are you doing?
Don't be so reckless!
Jin?
Sorry, but those are your words, not mine. You win. Looks like you'll get your wish. Go do what you came for.
Wait! Don't tell me you're gonna jump!
Man, screw them. They killed Shinji.
I'd rather die than surrender to you. Take a good look. This is how we live.
They jumped.
All right, baby girl.
What the hell were they thinking?
Oh well, Junpei. Oh well.
They chose their own fate. Don't let it phase you.
Exactly. Don't have
The
pity
operation
for
has
them.
only
They
begun.
killed our boy. Like he was a dog in the street.
Our true adversary is waiting. Focus on that, all right?
Yes. Hey, we just got our health back. Yeah.
This is it. I'll do everything in my power to help you. I think that floating thing is your main target. It's out of your attack range. Give me a minute. I'll...
Obey my command!
I've been waiting for this.
All right, everybody, get him. Oh yeah.
You can't attack it when it's hovering.
I summon thee!
Look at the shells. This fight
Persona!
Oh wow. Okay, yeah, there we go.
It summoned another shadow.
Obey my command!
good. We're still good, y'all. We're still good.
Obey my command!
Matter of fact, I keep going.
Persona!
Everybody gets
Obey my command!
Persona!
I summon thee!
I won't lose.
I summon thee!
almost done. Shell's almost down. You worked so hard for this. In the end.
The enemy is weak. Keep it up.
Obey my command!
Another one too.
Obey my command! Obey my command!
Alright, nobody died. Alright, it's A plus everybody. That's good. I leveled up.
My persona has gained a new ability. This ability is special. Even I don't know what it will do, but it could potentially turn the battle to your favor. Please let me know when you would like to use it.
Is it over?
Operation completed. Or should I say, mission complete.
Yes, it's finally over.
I believe a celebration is in order.
Oh, you're talking to me? Oh,
What
yeah.
will be our victory cheer? 1, 2, 3. Hip hip hooray.
Hip hip hooray!
Hip hip hooray!
We all supposed to do it at once. Oh my god. We all supposed to do it at once.
Hip hip hooray!
So, Senpai, you're gonna throw us a party tomorrow, right?
You don't waste any time, do you? Well, I suppose I could arrange for it.
Ooh, in that case, how about sushi?
Sushi, huh? Yeah, it's been a while. Well, I've got dibs on the halibut and sea urchin.
Oh, then I call the fatty tuna.
We're divvying it up already? In that case, save me the salmon roe.
I haven't really eaten sushi. I ate it like one time. It wasn't that bad, but I don't have the exact taste.
Hey, wait a minute. You can't do that.
I reserve the shrimp, squid, scallops, and sea eel.
Are you even allowed to eat sushi, I guess?
Hey, that's not fair. You don't even eat.
You should all be ashamed of yourselves, fighting over sushi. Senpai, please order tamago for me. They say you can tell a chef's skill by how he prepares eggs.
How old are you again?
Okay, I'll have the very best delivered
No, you
tomorrow.
11. I know that because he's born the same year I was. I'm 21.
For real? Oh man, it's great to be alive.
Don't get too excited, Junpei. You're getting the leftovers.
Wow.
What? But it was my idea in the first place.
You get the leftovers, Junpei. Me, I guess. Well, after me, of course.
I guess it's time to say goodbye to the dark hour.
Goodbye, dark
Even though it seemed like a curse. For some reason, I'm reluctant to let it go.
Yeah.
Here we go, let this shit go.
We really did it, didn't we?
Let it go.
Yes.
I'm gonna send some Frozen. Let it go. Let it go.
We saved the world. Even if no one knows it.
I mean, I understand Frozen's a popular Disney movie, but I've never seen Frozen. I've seen, like, the Kingdom Hearts version. You see what I'm saying? That's the only version I know of a Frozen.
Yeah.
If I try to sing that song, oh, Nicole never bothered me anyway. Yep. The Frozen, the Kingdom Hearts version. And they sing the song. That's crazy. They did literally sing the song. Well, yeah. Let's go with that.
Good morning. This is the first time we've talked during the daytime.
Yeah.
Nice weather, isn't it? This is indeed a new day for both of us. All the fragments of my memory, they've finally come together. I now know my role clearly. The time has come. As difficult as it may be, I must tell you something. I am afraid this is goodbye. I want you to know, for me, our friendship was a miracle.
True.
But miracles don't last forever. If only they did. I shall treasure our conversations always. Even if today is the end, the bond between us can never be severed. Remember that.
We just maxing the auto confidence, aren't we? Max out the strength, death.
It was fun while it lasted. Farewell.
Farewell. Thank God. Yo, Makoto. No tomorrow. Me too. I haven't eaten since yesterday. I'm pretty sure this is how he's talking, because you know Makoto Yuki was an email kid in the anime or in the you see what I'm saying? Like, oh wow, we didn't even get a chance.
Whoa, nice spread.
Oh, the slices are huge!
That's what she said.
Man, I'm starving.
Hey, where are Aiga-san and Akutsuki-san?
He took her to the lab for a tune-up or something. He said they'd join us later.
The chairman just can't stay away from the lab, can he?
It's long. This cutscene's long, so after the cutscene.
That must be my father. We've been waiting for you.
So, it's over at last, huh?
Yes.
Who's he?
Can't you tell? That's Mitsuru-senpai's dad. She looks exactly like him.
Does she? Are you sure? Because all I see is a middle-aged man. I seen a fine nigga red hair. So you mean to tell me what? How does?
You think so?
No, Junpei, he's an idiot. Don't listen to him. Don't fuck at him.
Congratulations, everyone. You've done well. There are no words to express my gratitude.
Are you sure? Because you don't look like you smell it. Congratulations.
Though you will never receive the recognition you deserve, it It is undoubtedly a monumental achievement.
Thank you.
To you, I owe a special thanks for lending us your power until the very end.
Oh, it's no big deal.
Whoa, man, that's my girl, bro. Chill.
The 12 shadows that were the cause of all our troubles have been destroyed thanks to your efforts. You needn't bear this burden any longer. You deserve a chance to experience the joys of youth. The specialized extracurricular execution squad will be dissolved as of midnight tonight.
Dissolved?
I see.
No longer must you put your lives on the line in battle. Tomorrow, you can triumphantly return to a normal school life. Is something the matter?
Oh, it's nothing.
All right, everyone. It's time to celebrate. Your feast awaits you. There's no need to hold back. Eat as much as you'd like.
Sweet! I've been waiting for you to say that. Now listen up, well, now that we're all stuffed, how about we take a picture together?
Huh?
Actually, I tried to take one last night, but I forgot it wouldn't work during the dark hour.
Seriously?
You mean you brought a camera with you into battle?
Oh, Akihiko. He also didn't eat for battle either. I'm just saying, he didn't eat.
Well, it was our last battle after all.
So what you thought so taking a selfie, be like, yeah, monster, selfie. Come on, Junpei. He decided to, oh man, Junpei's a character. I wish he was a social. I wish the guy, he was a social. Because he is amazing. Like, I already had Junpei, but if they just had Junpei and Yukari, I would be okay with that.
Excuse me, mister. Would you mind taking our picture?
I feel like such a tourist. But I have to admit, I kind of want a picture too.
Oh, wait. Kutsuki-san and Aigis aren't here. I guess we'll have to take another one later. All right, everyone get together. Come on, squeeze tight.
Does that include me too?
No, not you.
Everybody squeeze tight, especially Akihiko and Junpei. Y'all squeeze together.
Geez, let's not keep this poor guy waiting all day to take the picture. Hey, we're good to go. You can take the pictures any
time to strike a pose.
Hey, get your hand out of my face.
Is it just me, or did this not get my good side?
It got you falling.
We're gonna take another one once Aigis and Akutsuki-san come back, all right?
Dude, that's good.
Yes, we hear you. I can get used to a worry-free life like this.
How about you, Koro-chan? Are you glad to get all this meat?
That's what she said. But for some reason, I have a feeling. First of all, the date's too early. Second of all, why are we only at 7 instead of 10?
Hey, how come nobody's eating? Don't tell me you're full already.
Are you kidding? I'm stuffed.
Me too.
That's why the ladies trying to watch their video.
Ugh, I couldn't eat another bite.
Especially for Fuko. Nice already. Yukari look nice too. You know,
How about you, senpai?
I'm good for now.
Well, Akihiko, he trains.
All right. Wanna try some, Koromaru?
Don't give the dog raw fish. You'll make him sick.
Oh, really? I thought you know how much I told you. Okay, y'all are eating.
I wonder what's taking those two so long. It's almost midnight.
Watch this. Y'all see this? Am I tripping? Or is that the clock?
The hell?
The guys in suits. They've transmogrified.
I thought we ended the dark hour.
I thought we did too.
Senpai, what's going on?
I don't know.
Apparently, I was right to have my doubts.
Yeah, something didn't feel right.
Yeah. Okay, I'm the one that's feeling it.
No way.
Hey, do you hear that? It sounds like a bell, but where's it coming from?
Where's Ikutsuki? Well, why is he late? He's got Aigis with him, doesn't he?
Mitsuru,
Everyone, prepare for battle. We're heading for Tartarus.
To do what?
I don't know, but that's where the sound is coming from. We have to find out what's going on.
Akutsuki and Aigis are standing at the entrance.
Ikutsuki-san!
Aigis? Why are you here?
Why is Akutsuki-san now coughing?
She is here merely to fulfill her role as a weapon.
Huh?
Ikutsuki-san, what's this all about?
You said the Dark Hour and Tartarus would disappear if we defeated the 12 Shadows.
He did say that, didn't he?
That's why we fought so hard. But now...
What is your intention? It was all a lie, wasn't it? You knew from the beginning that the Dark Hour wouldn't disappear.
Excellent deduction, Mitsuru. Unfortunately, your realization has come too late.
No.
I mean, yeah.
You tricked us?
Everything is as I planned. It is not unexpected that the Dark Hour and Tartarus remain. In fact, I never intended for you to rid the world of them. Quite the opposite, actually.
What opposite is red? Why is the opposite? The word opposite is red.
What do you mean?
The 12 Shadows were parts of a whole. They were destined to be reunited.
Why you look different?
And that was accomplished in no small part, thanks to your efforts. Soon, Death, the Almighty, shall arise and bring forth the fall.
You see what I mean?
Death?
You see what I'm talking about? Y'all gonna figure out after I finish this game. The middle side, I mean.
What are you talking about?
The end of all shall come and free this world from despair. The death of everything. But
What is he saying? Is he out of his mind?
10 years ago, I too was a scientist for the project we've spoken of. The experiment went awry, but that is not why the Dark Hour and Tartarus, they manifested as a result of harvesting the Shadow's power. Just as the experiment was designed to. That is why your grandfather gathered so many shadows, to bring about the fall.
That can't be.
The fall?
People have filled the world, yet turned it into a void. The only hope of salvation lies in ruin. According to the prophecy, the fall will be orchestrated by the prince. And once the prince has delivered us all, he shall rule the new world as king.
Wow.
The man who tried it 10 years ago failed, but I will not. I shall succeed.
Man, he's totally lost it.
Oh no, Akutsuki-san's far gone. I just look at him. Just look how crazy he looks. Look how crazy. Just look at his eyes, man. Look at them. He is far gone. It's not like, you know, you like, okay, this turns a little crazy. He just went out of my No, he's been gone.
I apologize for deceiving you, but this was for your sake as well.
How come?
If you follow me for just a little while longer, you too will find salvation.
Salvation? Are you sure not salvation?
You call that salvation?
I have a question for you.
Yes?
Look at the way he said it, like, what he wants.
in the video from my father. He said to defeat the shadows. Was that a lie too?
Ah, he did record that himself. Of course, I had to make some modifications.
You doctored it?
I corrected it. Your father was a superb scientist. He may not have known it, but I truly respected him. While others focused on the Shadow's abilities, he explored much more important things. But unfortunately, he could not comprehend the magnificent potential of the Fall.
What? He left that recording at the expense of his life.
It would seem so, but it did prove rather useful, so I'm sure he's happy.
I'm pretty sure he's not.
So you were behind it all? You used both me and my father.
He did, baby girl.
Used is such an ugly word. It was for the sake of the world, so how could it be wrong?
Look at the smile, like, I know this is a serious moment, but like, just look at the way he's smiling, like, he like, bro, like, we all mad at you, and you had the nerve to be like, ting. Like, bro, you don't get on so weird.
Our role is to correct the mistakes of the past.
Yes. That made him worse.
And we intend to do just that.
Hey, wait.
Ah, how disappointing. I had hoped you would see the light. But you are just children after all. I suppose it can't be helped. Igus, the time has come for you to fulfill your role. Capture them and...
Understood. Energy output at maximum.
Igus, what's wrong? Igus, please.
Engaging.
Dimensional novel is Are we all coffins? This should be and any Christians who are watching this is just a game. At the end of the day, it's just a game. So please see it at that. If you're able to look past it, I'm able to look past it. Cool, cool. You see your friends being crucified.
What the hell?
Hey, I wanted to...
What is this?
No, you cards all the way over there.
Damn it! I can't get these off!
Father!
We're being crucified. We're being crucified. We are being crucified. I wonder, is they gonna have a religion about us? No? Okay.
Ikutsuki, what is the meaning of this?
It is just as it appears. They are to be sacrifices, harbingers of the fall. The arrangements are complete. The prophecy shall be fulfilled.
What?
You son of a bitch! I'm gonna rip your head off!
My, what a commotion. Igus, Direct your aim at Mr. Kirijo.
Affirmative.
Father!
You traitor. Are you insane?
He's far gone.
Of course not. You know your father was an unlucky man. Even you, his son, after all this time, do not understand his vision.
My father was wrong. Death is a deliverance. That is not an ideology anyone should ever embrace.
Fool! You are but a nuisance now. Igus! Go on ahead and give this man his honorable deliverance.
So look how crazy this man looks. Just look at this.
Wait! Please, Igus, no!
She was yelling at his
What are you doing, Igus? Fine. I'll do this myself. 10 years. I've wasted 10 long years. I'm not like your father. I won't make any exceptions. What?
Okay, so they got guns pointing at each other. And they both shot each other.
Father!
Alright.
Damn it! Igus, execute the sacrifices. Let's end this.
You're dying.
Igus!
Snap out of it!
Makoto-san. Makoto-san.
Finish them, Igus!
Baby girl. She said my name. She's like, Makoto-san. Makoto-san.
Igus!
What? You damn defective machine!
Man, Igus.
You're all alone now, and you're injured on top of that. Looks like this is it, Mr. Chairman.
You don't get it, do you? It's useless to search for hope or reasons to live in this pathetic world. A world this depraved must be started over from the beginning. And then, at long last, I will rule over the new world.
You're dying.
I was so close.
And so far in the end, it didn't even matter.
How did it come to this?
Ikutsuki-san.
Father! Father!
I'm not gonna lie, that acting is very bad. The way she's trying to cry. I'm not talking about for Mitsuru, I'm talking about for like the voice acting for herself. But I seen so much better. This is just like
One time, my father made a promise. He swore that he would atone for endangering our generation, even if it cost him his life. But I wanted him to live. I became a persona user to protect him.
okay, there we go. There we go. It's okay, baby. It's okay. I will protect you. She'll stop on the floor crying like a child. Soon the dark hour will end. Akihiko picks up the stunned Mitsuru. Mitsuru. Everyone returned to the dormitory in silence. I mean, yeah. Shotgun. Alright. You wonder what else the future holds. I mean, I'll mess up like this. Here. How about this? Yeah, I think another person that text me. Oh wow, I'm still.
The chairman's room has been cleared out.
I thought he didn't live here.
Well, that's no surprise, considering what he did.
I thought he didn't live here.
Igus isn't here either.
So what? Y'all just.
I just can't believe all this.
It's in the papers, too. Sudden death of Kirijo's group CEO. They blame it on illness, though.
Yeah, it's never the truth.
Nope.
Mitsuru-senpai's not here, huh?
She's an only child, so there's a lot of matters to be settled, including the funeral and the family business. I'm sure she'll be busy for at least a week.
That sounds rough. I hope she'll be okay.
So, what are we supposed to do now? What'll happen to Chidori?
No word yet. They're probably too busy to be thinking about that. In fact, the entire Kirijo group must be in a state of shock.
I hope Igus is all right.
Yeah.
What the hell? Am I just supposed to wait for them to get their act together?
Mitsuru is meeting with the board of directors. That might explain the delay.
I see. But still, what are we going to do? We have no idea how to get rid of the Dark Hour. We don't even know what we're fighting against.
What was that he said about the fall?
Yeah, let's start with that. No, seriously, I'm not even joking. Let's start with that and then try to fight that.
What would have happened if we'd been sacrificed?
There are so many unanswered questions.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but standing around here won't solve anything, right?
True, but there is one thing we know. Tartarus is still around, and there's a bunch of shadows inside it. We should train so we're ready for whatever it is we might have to face.
I agree.
Alright, let's break for tonight. Rest yourselves well, even if you can't sleep.
Got it.
I hear ya.
Yukari-chan.
What's this? A disc?
There were traces of a video on the chairman's hard drive. Most of it was deleted, but I was able to restore some of it. I thought you might like to see it.
Thanks, Fuka. I'll watch it later.
Uh-huh. Make sure that you do.
So it's just a normal DVD? Alright, let's see what's on here.
I pray that this recording reaches safe hands.
That video?
My employer has become obsessed with a loathsome idea. This experiment should have never even been conceived. That's why I had to interrupt it. However, in doing so, I set free a number of shadows that are certain to torment future But if I hadn't, the entire world may have paid the price. Please, listen carefully. I cannot stress this enough. You must not hunt the shadows that have dispersed.
Huh? This part's...
I wasn't able to stop this madness. He won't listen no matter what I say. He's under the devil's spell. Now the shadows are trying to eat one another. But if they're reunited, then we are all doomed. I'll say this once more. Leave the shadows be.
This is the original video. Before Ikutsuki changed it, Dad tried to stop the experiment.
There's not much hope for me now. I have just one favor to ask. Whoever finds this, please, give my daughter Yukari this message. I know I promised I'd be home soon, and I'm sorry to break that promise, but I want you to know, Daddy was the happiest man on earth when he was with you.
Dad?
I love you, Yukari. Please, take care of yourself.
Dad? Daddy?
It's okay, baby.
I know one thing for sure now. I was right to believe in him. Are you listening, Dad? I'm doing okay. It took a while, but I finally got your message.
Oh, baby girl she got a new awakening. You didn't know how to use Yukari. Wow. She got a new awakening. I see you, girl. Well,
I'll fight for what I believe in.
I still have my own opinions about Yukari. Y'all can like Yukari.
That's what you would have wanted. Right, Dad?
But I have my own opinions about Yukari for my own personal reasons. And we're going to be here. So this is Super Games. If y'all enjoy, please drop a like, subscribe, comment down below. All these 3 things help me a lot, help out the channel a lot. You know, this video is heck long. There's a lot of cutscenes, so I hope y'all enjoy. So this is Super Games.